So let's look at creating a bubble chart in Microsoft Excel. So a bubble chart is composed of a horizontal and vertical axis like normal charts, but then it also includes a bubble of a certain size based on the value. And so we have 3 columns here to represent those metrics. And so let's go ahead and select our data and start with our chart. So we'll go to the Insert tab, and then under the Scatter and Bubble Chart category, we can select from a 2D or a 3D bubble chart. So let's start with a 2D one for now, and we can drag this over here. And then Excel has some quick options here on the visual setup. So you can pick one here that you like, or if you want to reset to a 3D, we can go back here to change chart type and select 3D, and then it will update to a 3D chart. And so we could pick then the look we like here, and we can go forward from there. So one thing, as you can see a little more obviously now, these products are composing the horizontal axis going across left to right. And then the vertical axis is the sales going up here. And then the bubble size is based on the value here. So the way Microsoft Excel automatically generates the chart, it works best if you set it up in this way, where the first column is the horizontal, the second column is the vertical, and the third column is the bubble size. You can do it if that is not the case, but you will have to set that data up manually on the chart. Next, let's look at some ways to modify the chart. And so as example, maybe we want to get rid of this 10,000 here. And so we can go to our axes and more options. And then let's select our vertical axis. And then over here under axis options, let's go ahead and open that up. And here we can see the minimum is minus 10,000. And so we could set this to 0, for example. And we could adjust our upper range as well if we would like. And so right now it's at 70,000, and so that looks fine. We can go to our horizontal axis and do the same thing. And so here, maybe we want to reduce the maximum to 25. And there we are. And then maybe another option we want to do is put some titles on this. And so as an example here, you could call this Industry Market Share Study. And then we could label our axes. And so for this, let's go ahead and add chart element. And we can do axis titles, and we could just add those real quick here. And then we can call this one number of products. And this one would be sales. And now we're shaping up to a pretty good chart here. And so there are more options that you can dig into if you go through the different elements here. And some may be more or less relevant to this case. And so for example, these data labels by default show the sales amount, but we can modify that to show the bubble. So if we do more options, then we can check here the label contains, and we want bubble size and not the Y value. So there we can see that value there. And then we can also select if we want to show outside of that bubble or in the middle. So that is it for this quick video on building bubble charts in Microsoft Excel.